What we're doing today is nothing new that you haven't done in 7th grade, 8th grade. It's making scatter plots. What we're going to do with the scatter plots next week, though, is new, where you're going to find the equation of the line of best fit. Okay? So, first of all, when you make a scatter plot, we only need an X and a Y like that. We don't need to make a full coordinate because the values we usually deal with are positive. You can make a scatter plot on a full coordinate, but the ones we won't will be like that. So, one of three things is going to happen when you make your scatter plot. When you put in your data, remember it's just whatever over and whatever up, whatever the two things are talking about. It's either going to look like that, or like that, or like that. Okay? So, this one you can tell the dots are going up, right? Yeah. You could draw the line of best fit. They don't have that up here, but that's what it's called. What we're going to eventually do is take a ruler and draw on a line that's as close, no, that's off, as close to all the dots as possible. And then we're going to find the equation of that line by using y equals mx plus b. We're going to do it the same way we did on the very last assignment. This one, the line would be something like this. This one, what would the line be?
Nothing.
It's scattered all over, so there is no line of best fit. So do you remember what it's called if the line is going up?
Positive.
Positive correlation. If it's going down,
Negative.
and if it's scattered all over,
No.
there's no correlation. So, you guys remember learning that back in probably elementary, I don't know, I know 7th grade we did it. Okay? So, for today's stuff,
We have to do stuff today.
for today's, we're going to just make the scatter plots, so then next week we're going to actually find the equations of the line that goes through the scatter plot. Okay? So, a positive correlation, what it means is both things are going up. For example, if you're driving somewhere, the time increases and so does the distance that you travel. Does that make sense? The longer you drive, the further you go. A negative correlation is one thing is going up, but the other one is going down. So the same type of thing would be like the time you drive, or it could be distance, and the gas in your car. Because the gas goes down and down and down, right?
I feel like we're just reviewing everything we did last year.
Yeah, we did do this last year. Okay, so, again, to make a scatter plot, what's nice about a scatter plot is you got two things. You make your X and Y like that, and it really doesn't matter what you put on the bottom and on the side. But typically, if there is anything with time, they usually put time on the bottom. You can still get the scatter plot if the time is on the side. But in this case, then we'd put height on the side. Now, when we do the equations coming up, this is the x-axis, and this is the y-axis. So your height is going to, when you do y equals mx plus b, you could use height equals m times t plus b if you wanted to. Or you can just remember the y stands for the height, and the x stands for the time. Okay? So I'll give you graph paper when we do these. You just got to plot each point. 0, 10. So you go 0 over, 10 up. 0.5, 9.3. Some of these you're going to have to just estimate where it's at. So a half over and 9.3 up would be right about there. Because this is 8, 10, 9's in the middle, 9.3 a little above. Okay? So you just plot each point. We're not going to draw the line in yet. We're going to wait and do that next week. Got it? Okay, so then the other part we're doing today is you're just gonna look at a graph and you're gonna say whether it's positive, negative, or no correlation. This one is positive, this one is negative. All right, so this one is no correlation. So that's all we're doing. I'll give you a graph.